Hey, so this is going to be my review of the X2H Mini, new mouse and shape from Pulsar. Let's get into it. So the tech specs for the mouse are 52 grams weight, it's 116 millimeters long, 62 millimeters wide, and 38 millimeters high. It's using a 3395 sensor, like the original mouse. It has a new Pulsar Blue encoder for the scroll wheel, optical switches for the main clicks, an updated coding relative to the old one, which, spoiler alert, is way better. And soon it will have up to 4K hertz with a separate dongle, but I'll talk about that later. It has 100 hours of battery life at a 1K hertz polling rate, and it costs 95 USD on their own website and 110 euros on Max Gaming. The X2H features a higher hump than the regular X2, which even with my Mini you can clearly see that it slopes up much more relative to the front. And the peak of the hump is also a little bit more towards the back. This new hump style makes it even better for claw grip than the original mouse was. With the original X2 I would have to place my ring finger like at the down here in front of the right click. But due to the higher hump on the X2H, I can just keep both of my pinky and ring finger on the sidewall and don't feel kind of awkward with one of my fingers in front of the main click. I personally have not used the X2H medium size, but after having used the mini size, I think that I would find the medium size to be too big, since the mini size satisfies all my needs with my medium to large size hands and playing claw grip. So if you have medium-ish size hands, I can definitely recommend the X2H Mini for claw grip. The high hump might not provide as much freedom for fingertip grip, since the back of the mouse might hit your palm earlier than, for example, a normal X2 Mini. And the shape in general is not that great for palm grip, so if you play palm grip, I would just look for another mouse. The new updated coding is great and much better than on the original X2. On the original X2, I felt the need for grip tape, but I have no issues with the coding on the new X2H at all. When it's extremely hot outside, like 30-35 degrees, it might feel slippery once or twice during like a 4 or 5 hour CS session, but that's about it. So it's amazing. Not the best. The XM2WE coding is still better in my opinion, but this is definitely one of the better codings I've had on the mouse. The optical switches are slightly heavier than the Kill 8.0s on the original X2. They are still spammable and I've had no issues with them in any case, be that gaming or browsing. I'll give you a quick sound test. The side buttons feel a bit firmer compared to the OG X2, but I personally don't use them in games, so for me it's not really an issue. And I sadly won't be able to tell you if they will loosen up over time, but my suspicion is that it will, but I don't know how much. The main clicks have barely any pre and post travel, and the side buttons just have a little bit of both, but it's not really anything that hinders me in game. The scroll wheel is nice. It scrolls light and has slightly defined steps, which makes it really nice for scroll jumping in CSGO. This is their own Pulsar Blue encoder, which they developed because they were sick of the issues they were getting with third-party encoders. I will give you a quick sound test as well. The mouse feet out of the box are nice, no need for instant replacement in my opinion. They are medium-ish speed and have a similar design to the old OG X2 and the GPX with a bit of a bigger scale at the front and a slimmer curve on the bottom. If you like something faster, then you might want to get third-party skates, but if you're happy with a balanced feeling set of mouse feet, then these should be perfectly fine. The X2H Mini has a 3395 sensor, which goes up to 1K Hz polling rate out of the box. But on the 25th of September, Pulsar will be releasing an extra dongle, which will be able to go up to 4K Hz. Now, I do not know the pricing of the dongle, but my guess would be that it's about the same as Razer's and Lem's was offering. So my guess is that it will be like $20 to $30. The sensor felt good in game, had no issues whatsoever. Just overall good experience. I really like this mouse and I definitely will be sticking to it for the foreseeable future. I really want to try it out with the 4kHz dongle once I can get my hands on it. And maybe I'll like it even more than I like the mouse on 1kHz. I was really excited when I saw the announcement of the shape, since I play with a relaxed claw grip and the new shape had a higher hump than the normal X2. So I had pretty high expectations and I was really excited to try it out, and I'm happy to say that I'm really satisfied with my purchase, and I think it's worth the 110 euros that I paid for it on Max Gaming. If you have extremely large hands or you like bulkier mice in general, you might want to consider the X2H Medium over the X2H Mini. But if you're like me and you have medium-ish size hands and you like small to medium-sized mice, then you will definitely be satisfied if you play claw grip with the X2H Mini. So that was my review of the X2H Mini. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you're considering buying this mouse. If you have any questions, let them know. I'll try to answer them in the comments. Leave a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you next review. Later.